Hello again, everyone. This is onlydraven. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are doing a video in Minecraft. Not really an instructional video or a gameplay, more as just kind of a tour of what I've been working on for the last few months. We have a server on Minecraft Realms, several friends of mine and I, and this has been my project probably for the last 3 or 4 months, off and on a little bit to take a little break in the middle there. And what I was working on was an underwater dome. So we're all kind of building our own little houses and bases, if you will, and I'm putting mine under the ocean. It's not the first underwater dome I've done. I get a little bit bigger each time, but it's something I enjoy doing. So we're going to go ahead and sail on over to it first. And this is kind of our little just entry point here. Go ahead and hop out of the boat. We'll put that in here. This is a very water-based world, so most of us are near water. So we kind of have these little chests so that we have unlimited amount of boats to get back and forth to each other's place. So to get in, we literally just jump right in. A little bit of a water elevator. It's going to take us down into the outer dome itself. And here we are. So again, I've been working on this for a couple of months now. The dome itself is probably the most time consuming. So you can see it takes a horrendous amount of glass. This was built completely in survival. None of this was in creative at all, so I did have to farm all the materials for everything that you see here, which took a while. And then, of course, coal to smelt, dig the sand, smelt it into glass, and then build it. The number one thing is I had to get to the nether because I had to be able to get a potion stand because I needed underwater breathing potions. It's something you just have to have if you want to do this in survival. It's going to take a million times longer if you don't. So basically what I do is I just build the dome all the way up until we get to the top or however big you want it. And then I take sand and I fill the dome. And I don't do it all at once. I usually do it in sections. So we'll do a little bit of a quick shortcut over here. Basically, I would go 3 or 4 away from the edge, and then I would build a sand wall roof to ceiling, and then fill that in. And I would dig all of those out except for that last sand wall. Then I would do that again, build another one, fill that in, dig that out, build it again, so on and so forth. And usually I'll start coming in from different sides. Once I have the first 4 or 5 rows cleared, then I can start putting some chests and a bed down here and crafting table, and saves me having to continuously go to the surface. I like to start by going all the way to the bottom, building a small little stone house, filling it with sand, emptying it out so you've got a point to keep some basic stuff. So once you get the dome completely cleaned out, and that took several weeks of just filling and digging and filling and digging, with this being the size that it is. Once that's all done, it's you also have to cut into the rock sometimes. You can see through the glass there. I had to remove part of the mountain on several sides to get it the shape I wanted. Once that was all done and leveled it out, then I had to replace all the ground with grass, which I had to get an axe or a shovel with silk touch in order to get grass so it can start spreading. And once you have that, your basic roads down, then it's just a matter of, I guess, kind of just designing how you want it to look. I went this time, instead of a central building, 4 small buildings around the outer edge. And the dome itself is cut into quadrants. We have basically, that's the water section over here. Everything is water and wooden based. Over here, we have the lava, fire or heat-based section, if you will. Over here is fire and quartz. And then over here, I kind of went with a little desert motif because I hadn't really done that before. Each one I tried to make a little individual. I like adding a lot of the flowers. I'll probably add more as time goes on. I can't get them too close to the fire in this section or they'll burn. But, I like to build little benches, make it look like a garden, if you will. So over here, I did just that. There's quartz house in that corner. Over here, again, lava and magma area. So again, kind of like, if you will, little benches people could sit and chat, or they could little benches they could sit around the lava fountain or the lava pool. There's a little table lit up. I use redstone lamps exclusively. I try to avoid torches. I just think they look better. It's easier to put them in the ground, but you got to have a lot of them to maintain enough light so that you don't get a lot of creatures spawning down here. For lava house, I wanted to go for it looked like it was cracking or spreading into the earth itself, so it's spreading out a little bit there. All 4 of the houses have the same basic design in shape and size. This is, of course, Waterhouse, and Waterhouse has a pool. Farming all that diamond took forever. But again, little benches looking into the pool, little places people can hang out in the garden. And the Waterhouse itself has water, same situation, leaking into the pool. And then the last one over here is going to be Desert House, which my slime. I cannot keep slimes from spawning down here, no matter how much light I put. It's too wet, and nothing that I have found will keep the spawns from sliming. Now, it's a good source of easy XP, and I have more slime balls than I know what to do with. But here, the basic concept is a chessboard, or even a living chessboard, where you have the teams at both ends, and then you have an audience can sit here. A couple more places to watch. Now, while all the houses are basically the same, the outer edges are really just garden areas. I may do something with these later, but 3 of the 4 of them are just like that one I just showed you. The 4th one's a little different. Over here, I built just a small little maze or labyrinth. There's 2 sides to it. Of course, building a maze is not real hard. You just build the bottom layer until you have the maze completely done, and then you just have to build it up. This maze leads to a little viewing area where everybody can kind of sit back and look at the water and watch the squiddies. The other side has a little gathering area as well. I'll take you over there and show you that. The maze itself, I've pretty much memorized at this point, but it's not a complicated maze by any point. It's just something simple, something fun looking. And if I have visitors, which I do occasionally, they'll come down here and they can wander around in it. This is just kind of like a little reclusive meeting area. That's a cave built in the side of the rock face I had to cut into and mine through in order to build the dome. So the dome itself and everything above it here took probably 2.5 months of steady play. I wouldn't say constant play. I did branch off, and I play several other games as well, but finding the flowers takes a while. Having to run around, find all the different ones. These little red and yellow peckers are easy to find, but rose bushes and some of the more rare flowers are literally that. They're rare. And again, another slime. These things, like I said, continuously spawn. I cannot figure out a way to stop that. If you have a way, please put it in the comments. I'd love to get that done, but it's the only thing that spawns down here. Once in a while, I'll get a spider, but pretty much everything else, it's just the slimes. I have enough light everywhere else to keep that from happening. So, anyway, try to kill them whenever I can. So, with these houses, all 4 houses are joined underground. Each one has a set of stairs. Like I said, they're designed pretty much identically. We're going to go down Quartz House. I came in the wrong side of it here, but Quartz House, if you'll bumble on down here. Again, all 4 of the houses have stairs leading down to what is the actual main chamber of my house, or where I live, or my main base of operations, if you will. Forgive the art. I like a lot of it. So came down here and I dug down. That goes down to bedrock, filled it with magma. The water comes all the way down from the top. You can actually ride it all the way down to the base, or you can actually use this as a water elevator if you don't want to take the stairs. You just hop in and go straight up and straight back down, and use that as a way to get back up to the dome. But the glass lets me kind of look down. There are 3 different levels. This one and 2 others. This is the top level. If we go down to the middle level, I don't have anything built into it yet. It's just right now room for expansion. Took took a while to dig this out and then fill in all the walls with the brick there. Again, I'm going to smelt all that. The third level is all entrances to different mine tracks. I use the mine carts to get around a lot. Again, well, I said this world's a lot of water, so we use the boats more often. I still use mine carts, especially to get animals and such and things down. Speaking of, we're going to show you those next. Before we really go into too much of a tour down here, we'll take the water elevator real quick. Show you this one other part of the dome that I forgot. And I landed in the fountain. So we'll hop over this way and do a bit of running. I like to try to be as self-sufficient as possible. So I try to have everything down here I need so I don't have to go to the surface. Making your way through this little side tunnel brings you to a secondary smaller dome. You can have as many of these as you like. It's the exact same concept for construction. Here's where I have cows, sheep, pigs. I'll probably put a couple horses in here eventually. And then this is where I do basic farming and crops. I have a little bit of everything as needed. Here I can breed the animals and then, slaughter them for meat as needed, or milk or wool, whatever is needed at the time. But this, to get the animals here, I had to build an underground tunnel to the closest nearby island that had animals on it, and then use the correct food items to get them to follow me all the way back. Once I had 2 of everything, it was just a matter of breeding them as I need them. So again, we'll go ahead and head back down here, and I just jumped on a magma box because I'm a dumbass. So we're gonna run down here, and I'm all out of energy, so we will eat some chicken. I wish I had some chicken right now, but I don't. So, water raider. So, top floor, basic tour. Okay, we'll start with the room we spend the most of the time in. This is going to be our crafting room, enchanting table. We got our brewing stand, anvil for repairs. I like to be able to smelt a lot of stuff at once. In here is a little lava pit where I can throw items and gubs I don't need anymore, and a little bit of water for if I need water for potions. This little room is a dark room. There's no lights in here at all. That way I can grow nether wart, grab a few of those from the nether, and then you can bring those back, and you'll need those for potions. Unfortunately, because this is a dark room, I do get a lot of things spawning down here. This is my inventory room. This is kind of where I keep everything that I farm, so it's easily organized and easy to get to when I need it. I can always extend it out further if I need to, but right now that's more than enough chests to cover what I've been dealing with. So after that room, going around next, we have, of course, a bedroom, a spawn point. Again, I like the art. I like a little bit of decoration here for fun. After that, we go over here. These are the only steel doors because this is my portal room. I like the steel doors, so that way I don't have to worry about anything coming through the portal and wandering through the doors. I do occasionally get pigmen and stuff that'll come wandering out of the portal. But that's how I get back and forth to the nether. Again, it was not my original portal. I had one in order to get all the stuff I need to get down here and build this. This set of doors here is going to be a trophy room. Dragon heads, nether star, things like that. I haven't really gone after any of those things yet, so I don't have anything for that, but that's what that'll be. Don't have anything in this wall yet. Might do something. And then this just leads to the other 2 houses. As I said, both entrances are the same. So that's really the dome. Like I said, the dome took a lot of work. If you have any questions about how to build the dome or the steps I use involved, feel free to let me know. Oh, forgot one room. Oh, somebody spawned in here. This is my personal room. Don't judge me. But that's my dome. So this is my underwater base. As I said, it took quite a while to build it. Mostly done at this point. Maybe a few little aesthetic things. Build some more tunnels, really for exploration at this point, and just kind of share it with my friends. So again, if you have any questions or you like what you saw, please feel free to like the video and to click subscribe. So you can see more of my videos. I do different gameplays and different things. As well, like I said, if you have comments, you want to ask any questions, or you have anything you'd like to suggest that would look good in here as an addition, feel free to put them in there. I'd love to see them. Thank you so much for joining me in my dome today. I appreciate it. You have a great day.